Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nung, aka Alex, and today we're gonna be reviewing the Ashes to Ash trailer from Apex Legends. I'm very excited about this trailer. I'm like excited to see what season 11 has in store. As someone who's played since season 1, I mean, there's been a lot of ups and downs, and lately it seems like there's more downs than ups. So I'm very excited, and I want to see like what they got going on, and the new legend, new guns, new map possibly. Uh, let's get into it. Make sure to follow all the socials and the links below, and let's get after it.
Are you sure you don't need any help, Dr. Reed?
I already said so, didn't I?
Oh, it's Hammond.
Go on. Take the night off.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Clear. Bring the team in.
She's lost too much blood.
The animation's unreal.
Save her.
The body, perhaps. But the mind could be salvaged.
Even if it were possible, the trauma would be unimaginable.
Shut up. Just do it.
If there's no risk, no journey into the unknown, then there's no discovery. 6, 8, 2, 4, 1.
Sorry, old friend.
Athy.
Ashes to ash. Ash to ashes.
I see. So you've been tucked away all this time. You're nothing but dust on my path.
What? 8, 6, 9, 2.
I'm very confused. I want to know what those numbers are, but this is very, very cool. The animation's unbelievable. Like, it's just really cool to see. That's from that event. We had to go break those big tunnels, and then we put the head on.
You allowed us to be broken.
That's not... I was... They needed this.
4, 2, 0, 8.
Even when I tossed you aside, you still clung to me, infecting me with your weakness.
No, that's a lie. Who is this? Who are you?
1, 1, 0, 9, 5.
Now I see. The cause of every failure was you.
Shut up. It wasn't my fault. They were supposed
2,
to.
7, 8, 1, 1.
This is so cool.
I do what it takes. I always have.
You think that was you? Pitiful. I will show you what true strength is.
That's the full sequence. Let's see if she's in there then. Lillian? Is that you, darling?
Okay, so they were putting codes in so that she could transfer over to that body. And during that, she was experiencing some other stuff, like out-of-body experience. But like with the old Ash body and her. So Lily and Ash are both the same people. We're in one person. Horizon's the doctor that did it.
Dr. Summers. Mary, you survived.
You're not Lillian. No, 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 you can't be her.
Newton, please, you have to stop her. I know what happened to Newton.
What?
Oh shit.
No, I won't go back.
I will rid myself of you. But until then... Thank you, Dr. Summers. You've given me some very valuable information. Now, to put it to use.
Oh shit. Yo. That was awesome. Okay, so basically I think Ash absorbed the old doctor who got all the information because the doctor knows what they're doing at that place at Hammond. They know what they're doing. Now Ash sees what they're doing because they absorbed that information and is going to probably seek revenge on all of Hammond. Wow, very, very cool trailer. I actually love that. So I saw a video that's like lore explained. So let's see if I was on it all. Let's see if I was right at all.
Apex Legends just dropped a huge new stories from the Outlands trailer showcasing their next legend for Season 11, and it's someone we know, Ashe. In the trailer, she appears to have regained her memories of her past, and Horizon helped her unlock previous abilities that seemed to have been locked away with her memories. How did all of this happen, and who exactly is Ashe? I've got the full lore breakdown for you, so don't worry, let's get to it. In order to understand Ashe's full backstory, we have to go back to Titanfall 2, where she first appeared as one of the bosses. Ashe was working under Blisk's Apex Predators mercenary group and was then defeated by Jack Cooper. She was already a simulacrum pilot at this point, and after her encounter with Jack Cooper, she was restored by Vincent Dynamics. Ashe began to look into discovering more about her past while continuing to work for Vincent. Sometime during this period, Ashe was destroyed again, but her body was hidden away in an abandoned lab in Kings Canyon, and Blisk threw her head into a ball of energy that looked something like the Rift in Olympus. This transported Ashe's head into 9 broken pieces into an alternate dimension.
And you had to find them all in the game.
Oh, also, this dimension of Kings Canyon is the same dimension we saw Shadow Revenant for the first time during the Halloween event. The Legends in the Season 5 quest ended up rebuilding Ashe. Loba had made a deal with Hammond Robotics that in exchange for retrieving Ashe's head, Loba would receive the location of Revenant's source code to enact her revenge for her parents' death. While Ashe's head is restored to her abandoned body, you hear a series of codes and chatter being echoed around as Ashe powers on. In that sequence, you can hear her repeating the Olympus access code that Crypto found. Once we put Ashe together, Loba got her source code and Hammond got all the information they wanted from Ashe and threw her into the dumpster where Pathfinder later found her. Blisk realized Pathfinder was housing Ashe and went to tell her an old friend of hers was back and offers Ashe a job in the Apex games. So wait, who's this friend Blisk was referring to? It's our very own Dr. Mary Summers,
Horizon.
aka Horizon. If you go back to Horizon's story, she had an assistant named Dr. Ashley Reed. This was Ashe before she became a simulacrum. Ashe followed Horizon to her Branthium recovery mission, but ended up betraying her since she was still a mercenary working for someone else who wanted that energy source. Ashe stole the Branthium and left Horizon for dead and returned to the facility where Horizon's team was working on turning Branthium into a reliable energy source to end the energy crisis in the Outlands. Amelie Pecat and Alekia Gibraltar were on that team, Watson's grandmother and Gibraltar's grandfather. When Horizon's son grew up, he joined that team of scientists as an intern, and with his help, the team was able to discover Branthium was too dangerous to be calibrated by humans since it would kill them. So they built their own Marvin unit, Pathfinder. However, as they were about to transport this data and Branthium through the Phase Runner on Olympus to the rest of the Outlands, Ashe came back with her Apex Predator mercenaries to take back the research and send it elsewhere.
Yo, this is like nuts. This is like a lot. This is explaining a fuck ton to me. Like a really crazy amount. Oh my god, I never would put. I was very far off actually. I had the simple terms, and this is like in depth. I love this.
But she was fatally injured in her attempt to steal the Branthium, and Pathfinder redirected the Phase Runner to every planet in the Outlands to send the Branthium. When he took the Phase Runner, it exploded, killing everyone left in the lab and creating the energy rift on Olympus in its place. Pathfinder succeeded in saving the Outlands by supplying everyone with Branthium and also through Ashe's plans that could have resulted in another frontier war. However, Ashe was fatally injured and couldn't be saved, so her mind was preserved by the IMC and she was turned into a simulacrum soldier. That's the Ashe we know today that we met in Titanfall 2. In order to preserve her mind from processing the trauma of her death again, her real self and memories were locked away by a code. The same code that Horizon repeated in front of Ashe, thus unlocking Ashe's human side. But as Ashe wakes up, Horizon realizes who she's speaking to and that it's not her friend Lillian Peck from her team, but rather the woman who betrayed her. Ashe's human side tries to talk to Horizon, telling her she knows where her son Newton is and knows what happened to him, but Ashe shuts her human consciousness out and appears to have regained her full abilities back, similar to how Revenant woke and realized he was a simulacrum capable of more. So now Ashe appears to be going into the Apex games as a participant. What she's looking for now, we have no idea, but I'm assuming she has questions for Blisk and isn't going to stop until she gets them. Another
Wow.
thing to note is that when Blisk threw her head into the energy rift, he mentioned he hoped she'd land in a tropical paradise wherever she went. And now with Ash's memories unlocked and her remembering, maybe the next map is that tropical planet that leaks and teases seem to be pointing
Yo, this is
towards, which means
this
that
is
Ash
sick.
and this new map have been in the works since season 6, just constantly under our noses. I'm curious to see where Ash's story will go and how Horizon will react to Ash being on her team. Will Horizon find out what happened to her son? I guess we'll have to find out in season 11, otherwise called Escape. Are you excited to see Ash come to Apex? Let us know.
Oh, wow.
And for more Apex.
All right, so more than likely, we're gonna have a tropical theme next map. Ash is gonna be probably pretty strong when she gets dropped. That'd be my guess.
And today we're going to be talking about the newest legend coming to Apex, Ash, and her full list of abilities. Previously, I talked about her ultimate being the phase breach and how that would work and what the gameplay of that was, but due to a new leak, we now know her passive and her tactical as well. So I'm going to cover all
Let's
of
see
them.
it.
And we hit 73,000 subscribers.
Let's
So thank you
go.
to each and every one of you, and I will be giving
That's
out
awesome.
7,000
TV
times in
timeout. If you guys are not subbed to Thornton Smash, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, boom, just like that. And let's get after it.
Apex coins. All you got to do is like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll announce the winner in tomorrow's video. Now, let's talk about Ash. So let's start off with Ash's passive, which is the icon right here, and it's called...
I'm going to try to do my own little overtake on this and tell you what I think it's going to be, and then we'll listen to his, and we'll go back and forth. Passive, marked for death. Ash's map reveals all death box locations, H, on a death box to mark surviving attackers. So basically, you always know where death boxes are. And then when you find the death box, if you hit a button, or H for this person, it'll show you, it'll scan where the other people are. So this is giving more incentive to finish people and get that knock, get that finish, and then scan. So it's like a Bloodhound scan, but I think it's like one time. It's kind of like a Cypher ult if you've ever played Valorant, I think.
Marked for death. Ash's map reveals all death box locations. On a death box, you can tap it to mark all surviving attackers. Now, we know from Garrett leaks that the marked for death was found in the game files, and we were kind of speculating on what it could be, as Revenant had a marked for death when he was originally designed, but it was for throwing a dagger to track an enemy. Devs have come out after that and said that that was just too overpowered, so it looks like they've changed it quite a bit, so that now it does this kit instead. Now, her tactical is where it gets very interesting. It's called
Arc Ball. So this is your tactical. This is the one you can use probably every 15 to 35 seconds, depending on the cooldown. It releases a slow-moving ball of charged electricity that tethers people who get too close. My guess on this would be that if you've played the new Fortnite season or the last Fortnite season, they threw this like orb of balls that would destroy builds and do like a certain amount of damage. I'm not sure if it's close to that, but I think it would pull people in. So say someone's hiding behind a rock and you throw that orb, it'll pull them out from behind that rock. It'll basically give you an advantage for a quick second on people.
Arc Ball, and it releases a slow-moving ball of charged electricity that tethers people who get too close. Sound familiar? Well, it sounds like an offensive version of Watson's ability. This is just further proof that the devs really do not care for Watson in the slightest, but overall it sounds pretty interesting. She sounds like an aggressive assault type class character, and that she will be able to slow down enemies very similar to a couple others, along with finding them on the map. Now, her ultimate is called Phase Breach, and it would dash and then leave a portal, which lines up with what ACU said, and it's the only ability so far that we've had leaked footage from, as you can see from Bias 12 here with an internal leak from quite a while ago, which really just only leads credence to the fact that we very well could get Blisk in the future, as that was leaked as well. Overall, her kit looks pretty good, and it...
Why would you even play Wraith at that point then if you can dash and leave the portal? You don't even need to have the whole portal thing for Wraith. Maybe we will see a rework for Wraith this season, because no one's gonna play Wraith if this person's that much better.
a little diverse, which should make her a very interesting legend to play. But how will she play on the new Tropic Island map? And do you guys want to see what that looks like? Well, just stay tuned for about 10 more seconds. So that's going to be a rundown of Ash's abilities and how they will work in Season 11. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of it and if you think Ash will be a very good character. And also, if you haven't seen it, I leaked the Tropic Island map. You can view it right there, I think. Anyways, until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands. I'll see you out there.
Alright, guys. We kind of broke it down. We saw the lore. We saw the information that was provided for all the leaks that we saw. So nothing is actually set in stone here other than Ash is coming to the Apex games. There's a new map that's possibly leaked. Car SMG might come, supposedly. That's what it says it's going to do. And I'm actually just excited for season 11. I'm excited for a new map, excited for a new rank split, excited for new guns and like new content, because Apex is a content starved game, and I'm very excited to see some more stuff and get after it. But without further ado, thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.